On January 1st, 2016, I was at a party in New York City. Across from where I was standing, a young, attractive woman was staring at me. I turned around to see if there was someone behind me. But no, she seemed to be staring at me. A while later, I noticed the same woman was standing next to me. She introduced herself. She said she was Heather Massey and she was writing a one woman show about Hedy Lamarr. She was looking for a projection designer, and I assumed someone had told her that I was a projection designer because the other possibility was that she was trying to pick me up, and that was not the case. We ended up communicating after that, and at some point she invited me to a reading of another play that she was doing in the city, and I went. After the reading, she introduced me to someone and said, "This is Jim Marlowe. He's doing the projection design for my new show." At that moment, I had a snap decision to make because up to that moment, we hadn't confirmed that fact. "That's right," I said. "I'm doing the projection design." Enlisting my youngest progeny, Charlie, onto the team, we ended up creating a 90-second video clip using shots from the movie Algiers, which was in public domain. The piece was called The Movie Star and the Ogre. It was screened at the first official reading of Hedy, The Life and Adventures of Hedy Lamarr in July of 2016. What we did next was something special. On October 23rd, 2016, Charlie, Heather, and I went to the New Jersey Naval Museum, which was being decommissioned, and many of the artifacts had already been removed, but there were enough torpedoes and other military hardware left to photograph Heather as Hedy in a faux vintage glamour shoot. The results were beyond our expectations. I told Heather that we were going to make it so that people wouldn't be able to tell if it was Hedy or Heather in the video. And she said she doubted very much if people would not be able to tell who was who. Foreshadowing. A video including these images was initiated and completed just in time for the premiere of Hedy, The Life and Adventures of Hedy Lamarr at the Planet Connections Theater Festivity in November 2016. In 2017, it was announced that the movie Bombshell, the Hedy Lamarr story, written and directed by Alexandra Dean, would have its world premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival. As a tie-in with this release, Heather would perform a special production of the show, the 2017 special performance for Hedy Lamarr's family and biographers, NYC. Charlie attended this event and met Jed Ryan from Huffington Post, who on April 27, 2017 wrote, "In the intimate setting of the workshop theater, the audience was warmed up for Hedy with titillating footage created just for this production. Photographic stills of the real Hedy Lamarr are interspersed with black and white moving imagery of Massey as Lamarr. For the audience, it was often challenging to tell which image was the real Lamarr and which was Massey." I love how foreshadowing works. Heather and I would attend a screening of Bombshell at the Tribeca Film Festival, and I would meet Hedy's son, Anthony Loder, and director Alexandra Dean. On July 23rd, 2017, I would receive a text that would actually cause me to fall to my knees. We have been nominating for outstanding use of projections, special effects, and/or multimedia effects by Planet Connections Theater Festivity. Charlie and I walked the red carpet at the award ceremony. Chaz Palminteri was there. We didn't win, but Heather won. Our show won an award that night. But the year wasn't over. On December 4th, 2017, Heather performed Hedy at the Lutnick Theater at the Intrepid Air and Space Museum for Goals for Girls program. Not only did the clips look spectacular on the giant screen, but we got photographic access to the museum and were able to take more glamour shots of Heather as Hedy. And from there, it traveled the world. Throughout the US, Canada, Ireland, Northern Ireland, England, Iceland, Italy, Sweden, Finland, Ukraine, Kosovo, Moldova, Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Australia, and New Zealand. Written and performed by Heather Massey, the 31-time award-winning, internationally acclaimed New York City play has been featured in 21 countries on 4 continents. And for me, it started at a New Year's party.